Let me give you guys what I believe is the main reason why Justin Fields is going to have a breakout season this upcoming year. What is going on, y'all? Faiz Sports all back at it with another video talking, of course, NFL, here to talk about the Chicago Bears. So if you're a Bears fan, please do hit the big red subscribe button. Also, make sure you hit the bell icon so you're notified every time I drop a new video because I do so very often. All right, people. So let's talk about not one of the reasons, but the main reason I believe that Justin Fields is going to have a breakout year going into this upcoming season. And this is courtesy of my buddy Eric over at Sports Mockery. He put together this fantastic article. I'll link it down in the description, man. But I just thought he hit it out of the park here, and I had to share it with you guys. All right, so let's talk about this. All right, so it's not the reason that people think, right, why Justin Fields could break out this year. It's not because of more weapons or better weapons around him or more talent around him. It's not because Fields is going to his third year. It's actually because he's going into his second season with offensive coordinator Luke Getsy. Why is that important? Well, because the fact is guys that go into their second season under this offense that Luke Getsy runs tend to have massive success, breakout success that following season. And the numbers just don't lie. So let's get right into it. All right, so taking a look at guys, as in quarterbacks, that have been in this wide zone scheme offense that Luke Getsy runs, and previous guys, obviously, that have run this wide zone scheme offense, like, of course, Mike Shanahan, Gary Kubiak, Kyle Shanahan, Sean McVay, guys like that. Those quarterbacks under them tend to make that big leap their second season under that offensive coordinator and or head coach that runs that offense. So we take a look at the numbers here in front of you. You got guys like Jake Plummer, all right? Back in 03-04, made that jump from 2,000 yards to 4,000 yards, 15 TDs to 27 TDs. Again, I know the interceptions are a little higher that second year, but Jake Plummer overall just wasn't a good quarterback. But we move on to Matt Schaub. A massive jump in terms of yardage from 3,000 to 4,700 and 15 TDs to 29 TDs. Matt Ryan increased his yardage and the touchdowns went nuts from 21 to 38 and even reduced the interceptions. Just a fantastic year. Jimmy Garoppolo, almost 1,000 more yards. Or yeah, more than 1,000 more yards. And then obviously 12 TDs to 27 TDs. That's a big jump there. Kirk Cousins, from 2,500 passing yards to 4,166 passing yards, and then 14 TDs to 29 TDs. And then most recently, Aaron Rodgers, 4,000 yards to almost 4,300, but the touchdowns, 26 to 48. I mean, my goodness. So nearly every quarterback listed above saw their passing yardage per game take a significant spike, all right, from that first season in the offense to the second season in the offense. And on average, according to Eric here, there was a spike of 30 more yards per game. So if Fields, who averaged about 150 yards last year, conservatively speaking, should basically make the leap to 180 passing yards. So I think it's going to be more than that. But just conservatively speaking, it should be 180 passing yards. And you extrapolate that over a 17-game season, and we're talking 3,000 plus passing yards, a little bit more than 3,000 passing yards. But I think that's very conservative. I think Justin Fields is going to throw for 3,500 passing yards if you ask me. All right, and then touchdowns. On average, quarterbacks increase their touchdowns per game by 0.626. So that's about, if you do the math, 10 more touchdowns for Justin Fields over 17 games. So he would go from 17 touchdowns last year to 27 this upcoming year. So 27 touchdowns, folks. And what did he have? 11 interceptions last year. Let's even give him a little bit more, maybe like 2 or 3, 4 more interceptions, 27 touchdowns, 13, 14 interceptions. I'll take that. A 2-to-1 passing touchdown to interception ratio. And then even if you want to cut his, rushing numbers in half, that's fine. We're still talking about, rushing and touchdowns and passing touchdowns combined to give you, at least 30 plus touchdowns combined, because I think he had 8 rushing touchdowns last year. You cut that in half, 27 plus 4, 31. You get my point here. Basically, I'm saying that this is the biggest reason Fields is going to make that jump this year, is because the comfortability being in the second year of Luke Getsy's scheme, understanding it well, knowing that he doesn't have to learn anything new, and it's kind of like the back of his hand. He knows it, and now it's just him going ahead and taking advantage of this, right? And the numbers just show you that it's not just a guy like Aaron Rodgers will make an improvement because he's an elite Hall of Fame quarterback, but you have guys that aren't technically good quarterbacks like a Jake Plummer, like a Matt Schaub, but they made those incredible improvements. And so this is, to me, the biggest reason by far Fields is going to make that leap. So I can't wait to see. I'll probably post a different video giving my full projection for his stats this upcoming year, but I'm telling you, I think 3,500 yards is very conservative. Excuse me, 3,000 yards is conservative. I have it somewhere around 3,500, and we'll talk about the touchdowns and whatnot. But let me know what you guys think, man. Do you agree with me or not? I think this is a great point here. I was shocked when I saw these numbers. That's why I had to share with you guys. These quarterbacks took a massive leap second year in this wide zone scheme, Luke Getsy run offense that previous coaches and offensive coordinators ran. So let me know what you guys think, man. Leave a comment down below. You agree? You disagree? Let me tell me what leap you think Fields makes, if he does any. As always,